Hi, I'm Bex, a lead product designer and founder at DesignWise. I've had a look at Query Chart. I really like the proposition, so I wanted to give you a few pieces of advice of what I would do to optimize to help you get more signups and probably help people to continue to use and get value from your product. So I would look at optimizing the value proposition. In terms of conversion, the number one thing you can do to optimize your conversions is optimize your value proposition. I thought that 6 times faster was a really interesting offer, and probably that could go in this main value proposition area. So create flow charts 6 times faster. And then, I think in this part here, there's probably a little bit too much text, so you'd be losing engagement from your visitors. They're not going to read all of this, but actually it's one of the most important parts. And the second thing that I would do, so I think it's great that you have like a simple single call to action that's super helpful, and I wanted to switch that. I thought you could use this text to flowchart prompt, move it up to the hero, and let people get started straight away. You could use an example in there and let people generate and then get started through the product that way. The next thing I'll do is just start using the product and then kind of let you know how it feels to me and some of the things that I might have expected to be able to do with it. So I'm going to create a flowchart for how to make pancakes. Okay, so I thought it could be interesting if your AI could name automatically. Probably when you make changes that are obvious in the moment, you don't need to be showing these success messages. They're just distracting me rather than helping. So the first thing that I wanted to try and do is start clicking into changing the text. So I want to change this to a decision to say, do I have all the ingredients? And to be able to change this to a decision, I expected to be able to just click the box here, and maybe what you could do is let me click it. It's similar to FigJam. I'll show you. So I use FigJam. I'm sure it works a lot similarly to Miro, but flowchart to how to make pancakes. So I don't know if this is where you're planning on taking the product, but I think you would find it would be more intuitive to have your users go ahead and be able to click on and interact with the shapes and change it from there rather than using the table down the bottom. So for example, I can change the shape, and you wouldn't need it to be as elaborate as all of these options for now, but be able to change the shape, and yours would be from decision to start, process, end. But yeah, I can change the shape just by clicking it like this. So when I was going to change the shape, I found it quite cumbersome that I had to click here, and then my eyes would go down to here to change it. Okay, so now I want to be able to make kind of an option, so like a yes or no, and I don't find it intuitive to know how to do that. But for example, on Figma, and probably similarly with FigJam, you could just click the shape, draw a arrow, and then add a different option to create a decision. And for me, this is much faster and matches the value proposition then that you're offering than using these tables. Another piece of feedback was when I was going ahead and trying to undo things. So let's say I change this and then press undo. It was quite hard once I'd made multiple changes. Every time I pressed undo, instead of being able to show the action undoing, I see the loading state. That made it really hard for me to quickly undo or get back to a certain part of my change history. Yeah, so those are probably so hopefully this is valuable as at least just like a sort of user testing session where you can understand how a user might expect to use the product and the main hurdles that I came across. So yeah, I have so many ideas about how to optimize the experience here and how to optimize the design to just make it a little bit more and layout to make it more intuitive. I also wanted to talk to you about the pricing. So when I went to select to upgrade, I noticed that the main thing that caught my eye here was that there's no clear subscribe button. This black button here, if I didn't want to use PayPal, this black button just has I guess it's a credit card icon. It's actually quite hard to tell. And I wasn't sure where to click. I think it would be great if you change this to say subscribe, and probably this would help to increase conversions. You might be finding that people would be going to upgrade and coming to this page and really not knowing where to click and then dropping off because it's just too hard. And then another thing was I guess you don't have control over this, but there's quite a lot of fields here, so you're asking quite a lot to get your users to put in their credit card number. So it could be interesting to look at different options that have a super short sign up option, so just your credit card details and then sign up rather than asking for the billing, date of birth, having to go through all of these terms and conditions, which are super long. Again, just another step in the process that people might feel overwhelmed by and therefore just decide not to invest in entering all of these fields just to sign up for your product. So yeah, I would definitely consider looking at other payment options that are simpler. But yeah, I find this product super intriguing. I'm really excited about it, and it's definitely something that I would consider using as a part of my workflow once the feature set and the speed to create these flowcharts improves. So yeah, I hope you found this valuable, and then let me know. We can totally do some designs for you, do a further audit. And yeah, so let us know if you're interested in doing that.